And so we're going to try to like follow you through that. So here's the tractor and the feed wagon. It's the mixer wagon that he puts all the ingredients for the, what we call it, farmers call a TMR, a total mixed ration. So that's the diet that their nutritionist for their cows formulates, and then they put it in this big wagon that will mix it up. So these cows get fed and it's just going to drive through the feed bunk, and they're going to feed these cows. So this is the barn where the cows stay in. It's called a freestall barn. So they have it's mainly meaning like it's a free choice. They can decide whether they're going to be up and eating, whether they're going to be laying down, how they want to use that time. And these cows have free choice for water. There's big water troughs back there. They also have cattle brushes. That's a large blue thing. It's a big brush that the cows like to rub up against, getting any itches they have. It's all part of the things that many things that farmers do to take care of their cows and make sure they're comfortable. So here you have the wagon going down through, and it's putting out new fresh feed. And we have lots of cows up here to eat. And we have one. Anyone know what breed that cow is? We have all these black and white ones here. And then we have this little lady. This is a Jersey. Jerseys are the smallest breed of cattle, dairy cattle. Their milk is high in butter fat and protein. It's a little higher than the other breeds. They don't make as much milk as the larger Holsteins do, but they have, their milk is really great for cheese production because it's so high in the fat and protein, butter fat and protein. And you can also see cows in the background. They are laying down. And so they can choose to do that. They can choose to be up. Cows by nature are curious creatures, but they're also prey animals. So if you get too close and they don't know you, they're going to back away. At the same time, if they're curious, they'll come up and see you. This freestall barn has open sides to allow fresh air through. If it gets really cold, which it's not today, it's in the low 40s. If it's really cold, they can put curtains down to block any wind to keep the cows more comfortable. Cows like the temperatures in the 45 to 65 degrees. When it gets much warmer than that, it's kind of hard for that. It's harder on their body. That's why you'll see a lot of our farmers have fans installed in their barns, in addition to misters that can operate in the summer to kind of help with evaporative cooling. So Reid has fed one side of the barn here. See, those cows are up and eating. If you can see in the back at the end of the barn, he's getting ready to turn the tractor around, and he'll be coming back through to feed the other side. So I'm not sure if you can see. If you can see at the bottom of the feed trough here, there's tiles. They're red tiles here on this farm, and then the rest of the floor then is concrete. And the reason why they do the tiles is a tile is a smooth surface. The cows like that surface when they're eating, and by having that smooth surface there, it will actually help to encourage the cows to eat more, to clean their plate, so to speak. So cows comfort is really important to our farmers, and you'll notice that our farmers do a lot to make sure that their cows are comfortable and content. So farmers, nothing makes farmers and those who help farmers do work on the farm, whether it be nutritionists or veterinarians, happier is than to see cows doing a couple things: eating, resting, chewing their cud, and kind of drinking water and laying down. So that resting is laying down. We want to see them laying in their stalls comfortably. That's just like if you have a really good mattress at home, you like lying in your bed. We want to make sure that mattress, that bed for the stall is comfortable. If you have a an uncomfortable mattress at home, it's hard to get comfortable. It's hard to sleep. You don't feel great the next day. So by having comfortable bedding for these cows, that helps them stay comfortable. Having good quality feed is really important. That's their nutrition. We want to see them chewing their cud. Cows have 4 compartments to their stomach. So that first compartment is the rumen. And so when it first swallows its food, it's like a big kettle. It's a big volume of space. And the longer fibers of their feed float on the top and form a rumen mat. And so then they every so often will regurgitate part of that mat, and that's the cud, and they'll chew that. And eventually, after so many chews, that really long fibers are smaller, and they can they'll go towards the bottom or into the fluid of the rumen, and it'll eventually go through the rest of the stomachs and can be digested and the nutrients absorbed. So that is cow feeding at Brook Corner Holsteins. Thank you for joining us as we take Calving Corner on the road, and we film directly and live from the farms.